Enemy planet secured.
Right. We just hit 100% as well for taking their capital. Surprisingly though, they haven't contacted us. Right, so do I want to... well, there's some mining stations down there I could attack. But they'll be within my territory probably if I take that, and I can keep them anyway. Yeah, I'll just make peace. I think the debris is all that valuable. So, who are they? The Collectivist Empire. We'll have to come through here, do I? Let's take that. Take that. Okay, force demands. Okay, so the best possible outcome, victory against the Collectivist Combine. Your victory is only yet another test of our faith. In the end, the true believers will prevail. Right, so we've got 2 new planets. Now that means I'm over my directly controlled soft capital allowance, so I'm going to be losing a ton of extra money and influence, so I've got to do something about that. Looks like I've got a few problems here as well, possibly. I must admit I wasn't expecting as many happiness issues from this populace as it seems that they're going to have. Some of those I knew were going to happen, like recently conquered, that goes after about 10 years. And also some of the policies I could change. I could remove the Purge policy, even a resettlement policy as well. Leadership I can't do much about. First contact I could definitely change. But the big one that's going to cause a lot of issues is the slavery policy. Now I thought that this would only be a problem if they were individualists, but it seems that these guys have a problem with slavery as well, even though I'm not enslaving any of the populace. And it's just the fact that we're enslaving ourselves, basically, and to a small extent, this population here who are also collectivists. So I'm not really sure what I can do here. I think it's a case of maybe waiting a month and seeing what the happiness situation is like after that. I could even maybe try and enslave some of them to reduce their happiness, which might actually work, believe it or not. And yeah, if those fail, then just purging all of their population. What I could do is move some of this populace onto their planets. They should be able to live here. Wouldn't be great, but yeah, I think that's a possibility. So all of the populace as well seems to have the same ethics apart from one guy. And he's here. He actually has exactly the same ethics as we do. So I could maybe keep on to him. He'd be alright after a while. And just purge the rest. I don't know what issues that's going to cause with genocide with the other empires and with the populace here as well. But yeah, I may try and find out. So what I'm going to do with this guy anyway, I'm going to enslave him currently. I've got some repairs underway on buildings that were destroyed. The, well, diplomatic situation is, well, no hope there basically with the empires I've found. I'm going to end up at war with all of them at some stage. But I'm going to wait a month and see what things are like and then adapt from there depending on the situation. Right, we now own all of that territory. That was updated, which is great. I've stuck a colony ship to colonize down there coming up as well. I've a couple over still, but I'm not going to do anything about it quite yet. But I do need to work on some of these to get them over to be in sectors instead. I have stuck some buildings on the list on some of them. But yeah, let's wait until the end of the month and see what the happiness situation is. That's the plan here. My fleets, let's get these back to wherever, I think. Right. So it should have gone past a month now, shouldn't it? So what's the situation now then? Alien slavery -12, that has changed. minus 23% for slavery. What about on the other one? Alien slavery's gone down to 7%. But yeah, that's I'm not gonna cut it, I'm afraid. What about this guy? His happiness has stayed the same. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna purge a lot of people then coming up, and relocate people as well. So let's try and enslave all of these guys on here. I think that's what I'll try and do. First of all, I'll do that guy first. So he is now enslaved, that's minus 15. And notice the other two modifiers have gone for alien slavery and slavery. So yeah, enslaving them actually works out better. So I could have that. Purge and resettlement is also minus 10, so that's minus 25. Can't do anything about leadership. So I'm going to have minus 30 probably no matter what here. Might be able to do something about the rest. That isn't good enough. Also recently my happiness bonus has run out for being spiritual from one of the monster events, so that's not helping either. I think the solution here is to purge them. And I might keep on to that guy. Maybe. If his ethic can stay the same. Well, he's pretty crap to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna purge. So let's purge that guy here. That's gonna affect him though, it should do. Unless the collectivist thing prevents it. What about those? Purge. Yeah, let's start purging a lot. Okay. I hope I don't get the genocidal thing here, but I might. Just for not wiping out the race with the other empires. So leaving one could be a really bad idea if I need to get rid of him later on. On here, what I'm actually going to do then is resettle someone. So let's come into there. Let's come on to Bear's Fruits and take that minerals guy and bring him over there. I assume he is ethics collectivist, fanatic materialist. Right, it's going to cost me 50 influence, but let's do that. So that way I retain the planet. Okay. And starvation, minus 15, that'll go. Leadership, that was there before. Yeah. I've got a governor there giving a tiny bit of happiness, but it's not enough. The rest... let's purge a lot. Okay. So we can see the purge amount kicked in there for those. But has it kicked in for this? It doesn't seem like it.
Debris analyzed.
No, so he's still happy even though all his buddies are getting wiped out. Right, so debris, I gotta survey all of this area. I may even want to start another war, but I don't think I can get through there, that's the issue. I'm not sure if they're... Maybe I could have got access and mucked it up, I don't know. Right, so that's a bit of a weird situation. It's going to wreck relations. I really don't want to find anyone else while I'm purging. It's going to take a few years. I may well have a few issues here that I've got to keep an eye on with that. This science ship, is that within my territory? Not quite. Let's come down here and survey that. Why is that negative? Oh, because of that.
Research complete.
Didn't realise it directly affected that though. Right, science assist research comes in, so I could hire a scientist, but I need influence coming up for other things, so I'll have to wait a little bit longer. those two. I do have destroyers now, and I could benefit from that weapon, but well, I could actually use my fleet to attack monsters again, which I may do in a bit. Power plant, power hub, fire and power plants. You know, I'll go for the cheap one. Oh, we got computers as well. I forgot about that. So let's go back to the ship designer and check this out. So looks like there's only one option for the Corvette here. So what is that? You have to takes power, chance to evade combat speeds. Right, let's save. That destroyer likewise only has one option. That's extra tracking and chance to evade. Now I'm gonna have to make a change in regards of shields though. So could stick an armor there instead. Yeah, probably work. And does anything else need a computer? No, don't think so. Okay, let's not change that a bit. Right, once I get back up to that amount, I will take on some creatures, and I've got to keep an eye on. I think I can attack them again in 10 years' time, and I may... Well, I don't know if I'll... Well, there was an option to wipe the planet clean of the populace, wasn't there? Which I'm not sure if I can do it with that now, because it's not... Because it says capital system. New capital system.
Construction complete.
Yeah, if I can't, then I'll just do the same Purge, perhaps. Base fruit, surface Q. Okay, it took a minute out to update some buildings. Let's get going again. I was about to turn over Camia to sector, but I'm almost got this tile clearing tech, haven't I? So I'm going to wait until I get that and do some tile clearing and get a couple of buildings up or so, and then probably turn it into a sector. Right, that's debris done. Brought a constructor up as well. I'm going to bag that science and maybe even actually the minerals. Though arguably I don't need it so much. How are we looking? This fleet's grouping together here. I can probably upgrade that, can't I now? When's the next weapon coming? Nowhere soon, so no time soon. Let's upgrade those then. Okay. I didn't really take in computes what these computers were.
System
anyway,
survey
so
complete.
that's chance to evade and combat speed. That was tracking. Slight bit of evasion. Okay. So its weapons are. It doesn't seem to include the tracking amount on there. When you've got that. I don't think it shows here either.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Okay. Right. Science ship finished. There. Let's get to here. Degrade it. And spaceport finished. I'm going to rename these guys as well. I'm going to rename it Come to the Light. Sounds a bit religious. Fanatic Spiritualists and the Moths. So I think that would be a pretty decent name. Okay, so just completed a tech for society, the tile block tech. Let's have a look to see what's next. Wow, yet more influence. We've I think that's the last one as well, actually. This one also unlocks the governments. What's after this then? Administrative path. This technology will lead to further advancements in capital buildings. No, it won't. That's the last one. And influence gain. Upgraded planetary capitals are required for high-level buildings. Right, so that's after that tech, basically. Could form a federation, potentially. I don't think that's going to happen, based on what's going on diplomatically. Yeah, so let's pick up more influence, I think. Or I could go for a cheap tech. Really want habitability, but yeah, go for that, I guess. 55 months actually isn't forever. Oh, right, so tile clearers. Where can I use that? It's on here for example. So I think I will move her around even though it's micro. And let's get a tiny discount off that. Works even for tile clearing. Having a governor does. I think I'll clear that one as well. I actually got to be a bit careful with my money now. Dorville Prime just finished the colony ship, which I put in a while ago. So, question is, where do I want to colonize? And I know exactly where. It's going to be the Alpine world there. If we have a look in our expansion planner, it's pretty much the most expensive one going, but if I'm going to stop these guys from colonizing that area, I may even have to stick an outpost around here to prevent them from getting that ocean world. With the amount of influence it got currently though, I can probably afford it. It wouldn't be such a bad idea and I can colonize it eventually. Right, so let's get this to here. Huge cost. Best food tile. Can't put it there even though it's yellow. So the best, yeah, that's the best food tile. Okay. And let's get constructor over there. Gonna need it in a bit.
Construction
My fleet
complete.
is nearly capped now, so I'm gonna be going after creatures soon. There's a research station built there. I don't really need minerals at the moment, so I'm not gonna make any because of, well, money issues. I really need to turn over a planet or two now then. So Cam is going to be the first. I'm just waiting on those before making some energy buildings and then turn it over basically. Probably do Dorville pretty soon. So that's 2. I don't mind being 1 over for a little while probably. Let's go back. Could really do with finding some energy coming up. That'd be great. Okay, I just got insulted by the Caloctera.
System survey complete.
Right, survey's done. Let's get that down to here. No energy there, sadly.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Okay, spaceport finished. And tech, we got the mineral silo, mineral processing plant. That's 10% minerals. That's going to be worthwhile making on most places, but not necessarily all places. What next for engineering? Don't want that. That's level 2. That missile is maybe better than my current energy weapon, but I'm not sure I want to research it. Garanthium mining. Ship hull points, an extra 10%. Let's research that, I think. Won't necessarily have it within our territory, but if we do, it will be a nice global resource. And that is actually a change now. I did mention how things are changed in the patch note video I did. But I'll get to show it later on when we pick some strategic resources up. I think I've pretty much surveyed all of the systems now that I took. Where's that ship to? Let's get up here. There's some monsters over there which I could kill. I probably will do. In a second, I don't think there's any risk of me losing that. Oh, it's actually within my territory now, so I should definitely do that. Can't take on those yet. There are some more creatures I might want to kill there. Some down there. That's about it. Need to do some more exploration when I can. Savannah World, Arctic. Hopefully no one can grab those off me, but I wouldn't know. Right, Bracken Prime started to be colonized. I am losing money at an alarming rate now. So I really need to turn over a planet or two. Okay, I've just updated the capital tile on Ferric Morg. I think I should probably turn some planets over now, just in case, because I don't really want to be losing that much money. I think, well, I've got 3 that are near to the point where I'm okay with turning them over, and none of them are really finished yet. I want to keep on to Bear's Fruit, probably. Dorville I want to keep on to a bit longer, but I think I'm going to turn over Camia Prime and also Ferric Morg. Now, both of them aren't finished, but I need a lot of tile blockers on them anyway, so I can't do an awful lot on those places. I think they have just about enough energy on their own, or will do soon. Yeah, I think they've got enough actually. So first one first, let's do a Gore, is it? So that is Ferric Morg. To do that, so I need to come into the sector screen. I need to make sure this updates properly as well, which it didn't used to always do it properly. Right, so we can have actually 4 sectors now. Let's create a new sector. Let's add that one first. And because that's next to it, I can also add that without... And I did go down good. That's saying 10%. That's correct, but it may have been including that in the calculation. That's manageable actually. I might as well keep on to... Yeah, I'm not going to add another one quite yet. Let's keep on to Cameo for a tiny bit longer. Okay. So, I will be adding it in a bit though. Okay.